Hello? Hello? Welcome. Playing Inkshade. This is a turn-based tactics game, a la Inscription. A little bit of Inscription vibes in this one. Welcome to stream. I hope if you're lurking, if you're hanging out, that you enjoy. I'm going to be playing this mostly blind. If you're watching this in the future, welcome. I know I haven't been around much, but I was asked to do a turn-based Thursday Fest, and I really appreciate their whole deal, and I really appreciate them inviting me. So I'm doing this irregardless of my feelings about doing videos on YouTube these days. So anyway, we're gonna be playing Inkshade, and I'm looking forward to this one. I guess content warning: this is a horror game technically, so there may be things, probably some violence, some gore. I'm not sure yet. I can't speak to that yet. You're finally awake. Ah, finally awake, are you? Let's get started. That's it. I am playing this blind, by the way, so if I play badly, you'll have to forgive me. We are going to play a game. You are a captain, and you have one objective. Sail your airship into the abyss. But alas, Captain, two critical things elude you. A star point and a vessel. Perhaps if you spend some time bumbling about, you'll find what you seek. Now choose a path. I have no information about these paths, so I'm gonna pick left. I'm gonna travel west. I didn't think you wished to die just yet. Never mind. Perhaps the clergy of Ire has changed, and they aren't as wrathful as you remember. This screen is very familiar. If you can make it to the end of this route, you will find the casing of the star point, which is needed to navigate the northern skies. Now begin your journey. Okay. Time has come for you to fight. A gentle wind whistles through the branches, and it steals every bit of your warmth, not unlike the black eyes staring your way. 3 acolytes stand before you. Kill them! At the start of each encounter, pieces are drawn from your collection. It seems you only have the lowly wretch. Ah, the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. How fitting. Take a look around the board and place the wretch on a starting tile. Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, is that undo? That is undo. Interesting, we have different angles like this. I actually kind of wish we had more than snap, like 45 degrees. All right. Here's our lowly wretch. We click on them, and we have these options. All right. When you think you are ready, and at least one of your pieces is on the board, press this button to begin the match. The button may also trigger if you slam your side of the desk hard enough. I don't know where exactly you need to strike, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. Space. You go first. Select your wretch. Okay, we've got pretty well communicated range and attack. Good, your fingers still work. Let's see if your memory fares. The blue tiles indicate how far you can move, orange tiles indicate a maximum attack range, red dots show where you may attack from. Move your piece next to mine. Now that your wretch is in range, attack the cretin that stands in your way. It's pronounced cretin. If you're going to insult me, at least to do it right. Whack! Your turn ends when your pieces have moved, or when you press the button again. It is my turn now. Ow! Okay. Hello? Oh, it's my turn again. Well, what am I gonna do exactly? We're just gonna whack back and forth until I'm dead, right? Excuse me? Why didn't I guess I didn't attack. So I didn't even get my one little attack. Alas, it seems the wretch has perished. When one of your pieces dies, it will remain dead for the entire adventure. And if your entire crew perishes, you will lose. So did I lose? What's this? The lowly wretch has met a terrible fate. How shocking. It's clear that your starting crew is too weak. There are spare pieces in the cabinet by the door. You'll find them if you follow your ears. Now go collect them. Oh, and until you've collected all 3, do not return. Yes. So let me just do something. Oh, tell me. Thank you. Thank you. It's a paperweight, Captain. Heavy stone that is not local to these environs. The original ecosystem is so far away, in fact, that you could very well describe the rock as alien, depending on your reference point, of course. The lantern has sat there for some time. I've grown quite fond of it, in fact. So no, you may not have it. Oh, okay. Such a shiny music contraption. I believe it was fashioned after a gravity well, which doesn't make much sense, since gravity wells sound nothing like that device. Money! The music disc is damaged, unfortunately, but feel free to jiggle the whole device if you wish. Perhaps the sound of the veneer grinding against the tabletop will be a suitable alternative to music. We've got some pretty snappy dialogue. I will wiggle it. I'm wiggling. Okay, it's been sufficiently wiggled. Kind of want to turn the gamma up a little bit, if possible. Light exposure. Okay, that's not the same as gamma. This applies suggested settings to increase brightness without desaturation. Thank you. That's actually an amazing button. That has done nothing for me. Actually nothing. Can I do it again? Okay, that's a bit better. I won't lie. I mean, I know my monitor is kind of dark. I probably have to increase the brightness. Let me see if I can't do that, actually. Because this is a problem I seem to have a lot. I think I've already tried to do this a couple times. Yeah, brightness is at 40. Let's try increasing that. And that seems to do nothing as well. You see? No, it kind of does something. I'll bump it up a bit. I try to keep it low because I don't want to burn it out weirdly. Helps a little bit. So, okay, we got a chest. You haven't collected all the pieces. Find them in the cupboard by the door. Don't come back until you've done so. I didn't mean to sit down, bud. This is where I store all of my script. No, I'll not be giving you the key. Okay. Cupboard by the door. Well, I'm not done exploring, honestly. A book. Okay, can't take the book, I guess. Have you spied a spyglass? Such a device can see very far away, you know. But alas, it's not much use in here. It's a star chart. You didn't know that? Now what would you do with that? Fair enough. You jostle the box and deduce that it's empty. Oh, were you not looking for narration? My apologies. Please jostle away. The box pops open. There is bountiful treasure inside. 10,000 scrip. A comely red mantle with a silver embroidery. And a mythical dagger. To slay the foes that stand before you. A jape. The box is locked. Empty. Hopeless. And you have nothing. I just want to jostle, my guy. Let me jostle in peace. What is that you found over there? Is it another tool for sailing? I believe that is a sextant, is it not? That is a sextant. I know a sextant when I see one. The light from the keyhole really would imply that I could have looked through it, but I guess not. Give me all the things. I like the art style, particularly of the little wooden pieces. Little wooden puppet. Okay, bud. I'm ready. What is this? The quintet. My favorite sailing tool. It is far more powerful than a sextant. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. You were defeated on your last journey, so you must start from the beginning. Perhaps this time your performance won't be so disappointing. Alright, well, let's go to the middle. Due north? Well, if you insist. I'm sure the locals are friendly and don't do anything beyond the norm. They certainly wouldn't murder outsiders. Wouldn't they? Wouldn't they? Too far to the north, just before the edge of the continent, lies Port Mercador. Mercador? I don't know. You can contract an airship there, and if you have a completed star point, you can sail further north still. Now then, begin your journey, Captain. Alright. You anticipate strife in your future. It is a good thing you brought a crew. You see an underground passage. It beckons you to submerge yourself and fade into the cool. Whoops. But your villagers bar your path. Sorry, villagers bar your path. And so they must die. It is die time for thee. What are these buttons? They don't look like buttons. I don't know. Is that like how far they can move? This guy's got a club, I think. This guy's got a little spear. And this guy's got a little axe. And we're gonna go, whoop. We're ready to go. By the way, if you think that your defeat is inevitable and would like to end your journey early, then you may press the button on your left. Doing so will forfeit the match, which will have the same effect as losing. Also, the button has a tendency to stick, so you may have to press it more than once. That's funny. Anyway, now that you have a larger crew, things should be easier. Also, if you haven't noticed, you can inspect my pieces. Doing so will reveal how far they can move, their maximum attack range, and the tiles where they can attack from. Proceed. Okay. Yeah, 3. Okay, that's 3 little feet. I don't know what the rightmost icon indicates. Is the only thing. But anyway, we're gonna come over here and beat up this man. I don't mind if my wretch dies. I just want to take care of this guy on the first turn. I'll reward you for defeating my pieces. What do you get? Scrip. You appear confused. Scrip, it is a currency. Those little golden coins your kind is so fond of. I'm surprised you don't remember even that. Regardless, even scrip. Earn scrip by defeating my pieces. You will also earn bonus scrip for winning an encounter. And the bonus will be larger if you take fewer turns. Ow! There's another thing I have not mentioned. You don't need to move your pieces to attack. Select them once or twice without moving. And the piece can attack from where it stands. So long as an enemy piece is in range, that is. But be cautioned, if you select a piece 3 times in a row, it will hold position. After issuing such a command, you may not touch the piece until your next turn. Interesting. Can I attack and then move? I don't think I can. Okay, well, I'm gonna come over here and beat that guy up. And I'm gonna come over here and I would actually... I just want to make sure that my wretch doesn't die. So, make it easier for this guy to attack. I don't know what this guy is. But they're all melee users, so it's a big whatevs. Pretty straightforward combat. No one died, so that's nice. As you step over the final villager's body, you found the sound of scraping rock drifts to your ears. 2 shadows can be seen in the cave's mouth. 2 new foes, or 2 new candidates for your crew. Oh. Illuminary or villager? I assume this is a choice. I'll take the Illuminary. When you add a new piece to your crew, that piece will end up here. You may see your active crew from within this box. But know that if your journey is cut short, all the crew members added will be lost. And the pieces will be reset to your starting crew. Have you ever played a card game? Think of the pieces in that box like your deck. Yes, okay. And the pieces you draw before combat as your hand. If you've never touched a card in your life, well then, I'm sure you'll figure things out. Why don't you try placing your face in the box now? These are all my guys. Little guys. Villager. Oh, I already had a villager. Acolyte, Squire, and Luminary. He's only got 2 health. That's unfortunate. I probably would have been better off with a villager. Although I assume a Luminary actually casts light. How do I get out of here? Okay, right click. So we have 3 choices. I do not have much information on these choices. I'm curious about this one, so I'm gonna go over here. You investigate an uncanny campfire in the woods, only to find a strange figure staring into the flames. They claim to be selling hexes, boons for your crew, curses for your foes, and mutations to affect all who might bear the alteration. When you gaze into the fire yourself, you seem to know the form these hexes would take. You also sense that if your journey ends, these hexes will vanish, becoming lost to memory. Will you engage? I have money. Oh, these guys are very expensive. Can't afford anything. What is this? Oh, this just shows me my my crew. Okay, well that was unhelpful. I want to know what this is. As you travel onward, a peculiar market catches your eye. This is not a place to buy food or wares. It is a place to buy and sell labor. You turn to your crew and scan the immediate candidates. One of them should fetch a decent price. Which one will you sell, Captain? Probably the wretch. I guess I can't sell the wretch. I don't think I want to sell any of them, but I guess I don't have a choice. Let's sell the villager. Okay, let's do a combat. I guess my squire is still damaged. I assume the damage is like maintained over battles. Deeper in the cave, torches guide your steps. They also guide your foes who seek to end your journey. The board contains a special golden tile. If one of your pieces ends their turn here and they survive my turn, then you will win the match. You can still win by defeating all of my pieces. I know you'd find the bloodshed preferable. Okay. Well, I mean, no need to call me out, I guess. I'll have to figure out what I can do with the illuminary. Okay, well we can kill this guy on the first turn. And then maybe while this guy fights one of my other guys, I'll slip past and get to the tile. I didn't mean to do it that way. That was 100% a mistake. Oh well. Tell you what, I will move my illuminary over here and I'm gonna have them make a run for the tile. Oh, no. What? What was that? A new enemy is on the field. I can come over here and kill them because they've only got 1 health. Okay, I think I want to move. I didn't really want to risk my illuminary, but that's okay. It looks like I'm gonna be better off just like killing the foes. Amidst the darkness, you stumble across an exit. At least you assume it is an exit. Let us find out where it leads. Illuminary or Mortomb. Why would I want the Mortomb? Or what is this? Was that just don't take any of them? Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Haggard travelers surround a campfire. They look desperate. With a sly tongue, you might convince them to join you. But you only have enough food to conscript 1. The others will have to fend for themselves. Okay. So if campfire is not like rest up, we have the hunter who has more range. I would like to have a ranged user. The leathery slide of weapons unsheathing. It is like music. This is pretty cool. I'm enjoying this. As your crew readies to camp for the night, a loud crack can be heard in the blackness. Was it the sound of a femur snapping in two? Or just a branch collapsing under the weight of the void? Oh, this is a big bummer. Oh my god. This is a bummer, dude. My Illuminary seems to have full health, so I guess they recover their health at the end of each round. So what we're gonna do, oh my god. Do you remember what I told you about your rewards for combat encounters? You'll earn script for defeating my pieces. The current kill reward is here, on the bottom left, while the kill count is on the bottom right. As well, if you can finish a map quickly before this red turn counter runs out, you will earn the bonus script in this upper tray. But the amount decays after the timer reaches 0. Turn by turn, your reward will deplete. You're welcome to try and optimize your play, but for now you might as well just try to survive. Tough choosing to dawdle. Though choosing to dawdle will ultimately slow your progress. Fairly obvious advice, wouldn't you say? Oh, and just so you know, even if you lose the encounter and your journey ends, you will still keep the script for your kills. Meta progression, we know how much I love that. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna take this guy out here. Oh my god, look how many guys there are. This is just absurd. I need to stay out of harm's way while I do some damage. So from what I can tell, if I stay on these three tiles here while I beat the crap out of this wolf, I should be fine. So I'm gonna move here, smack, and then I'm gonna go here, smack, and now I believe this is my hunter, so they have a higher range. So I just need to put them somewhere that is going to be safe from harm and maybe even do some damage. So I think I'm gonna put them like here. That was a poor choice. Can't undo that, right? Oh, I can undo that. Isn't that nice? Of course, if I put them there, then they're gonna take some damage. I think I'm comfortable with that. I think if I do 1 damage to this wolf, it'll free up my next turn a little bit. Yeah. Whoa, they do 2 damage? I didn't know that. I should have paid more attention, so I've lost my guy. I could have avoided that completely. That really sucks. Well, since both my guys have only 2 health, I really don't think I'm going to survive this at all. But, I'm going to do my best. The only way to survive this is by basically picking a corner and letting them come to me. Of course, there's so many of them. I really don't think that this is possible, because as soon as I move close enough to attack one of them, another one is going to be able to kill me. So this is just very much a losing proposition. And there goes one, and there goes the other one in a second. Yep. Okay. Cool. I guess I don't have enough meta progression then. You and your crew have died. It looks like you need more help than I thought. Take this key. It unlocks the parlor. There's a very special item in there, one that you can use to make your pieces stronger by exchanging script for power. I suggest you find it before trying again. No, that's the one I already opened. What about this? Is it? Huh. Creepy little monster. There you are. You know, it is rather dark down here. I suggest you find a lantern before advancing, Captain. And before you ask, given your diminished state, that fallen light behind you would be much too heavy. However, there is handled lamp hiding in the parlor, which should be easy enough to find, assuming you don't get distracted by the artwork. Off you go. What is lighting this room? Oh, that's the thing on the ceiling. Money. How can you be designing little tiny shell, like little drawers like this? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, how come I can't open them drawers? I want to open them drawers. More money. And some little guys. We love little guys. Those look like some like tasty biscuits. Oh, this is a different game. Oh, interesting. Life. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Here's our meta progression. Okay. Yep. Villager, hunter. You can't improve the hunter's life. Squire, you can improve the squire's health. Let's do squire and let's improve. Actually, defense sounds good. But I was thinking I could do like strength and then life, and then we could improve someone else's business as well. Like for instance, the villager. I guess the acolyte. There we go. I see you found your collection. This pedestal serves a very important purpose. It allows you to choose your starting crew. What is a starting crew? The pieces you will start each journey with. Any piece played on the 9 central tiles will be available to drop before combat, until they perish at least. For the duration of a journey, your starting crew is immutable. So I'll try these guys, but I kind of want to just go with what I had. Well, Lancer's got range, and so does the Hunter. The Wretch, let's do away with the Wretch. Villager has nice health now, and so does the Acolyte, and so does the Squire. We're not going to improve the Wretch right now. Alright, let's try again. If you so desire, feel free to get up and wander about. Unless we're in the middle of a match, I won't stop you from stretching your legs, Captain. Especially if you've forgotten to improve your pieces. Shall we try the middle route again, I suppose? You need an airship, and the northern lands can oblige. Cut down all who stand in your way. Morning air invigorates you. You feel that you will succeed this time. I don't feel that at all. I feel I will grind a little bit of coin and then upgrade my units a bit. Journey north starts with a single cave. That is perhaps the one truth of your map, despite the verbose claims made by the cartographer who sold it to you. Hold on. Hey, no. Cat thinks he's chill to go and pick through the trash, but no. In fact. So, is this the cultist? I can't remember. Acolyte seems to have some pretty good, some kind of extra effect. I'm not sure what it does yet. As per usual, I have a little bit of trouble with the what's it? Conveyance. Okay, we don't want to stand there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move him here, smack him for 2, and then I guess I can damage him from pretty much anywhere. So I'll just hit him. No? Okay, from here. There we go. And I'll move the Acolyte forward. They didn't move. Oh, they're clever. Dang, I did not expect them not to move. That's okay. I have enough health that I can take a hit without dying. I just need to pick my battles a little bit. How far can he can move? He can move forward. I'm hoping if I move this guy forward and shoot him, that he will not attack my hunter. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, he has some kind of magic attack. That's fine, and that is also fine. So what I'm gonna do is swing him all the way around here and do 1 damage to that guy. That's 2 damage, and then we can kill both units. You breach the entrance to the cavern, and the gasps of the dying villagers fade away. I should have checked to see how much money we were gonna get for each kill. So, a luminary again, or villager. I think villager because they have more health. I think that's the cell units, right? Or was that something else? Let's do another combat. I know the treasure chest, but like I didn't really like the choices after the treasure chest. So, okay, this one looks familiar. Make out 2 figures ahead and gentle rattling beyond that. Lucky for you, the 2 figures are facing the other way. Okay. And our hunter over here, and that should be good. So I can take out this first unit pretty easily, but I'd like to make sure that our high health units stay in the front. But can't really. I guess I could have had the hunter take them out. I think what I'm gonna do is, can I move this guy back? I was wondering if I can move him back. Can I not shoot past? It doesn't look like I can shoot past my allies. So you kind of have to make your shots while they're available to you. That's okay. Is he gonna move forward? No, he's gonna move back. And he did a thing. And I can't. Ah, what a lovely board this is. So very dark, almost devoid of light. It reminds you of the abyss itself. That aside, if you are as absent-minded as you appear, Captain, and you cannot remember where your pieces are, I'll allow you to fumble about the board to find them. Try not to knock anything over. Z and X. Oh, Z hides the pips. Oh, I see. So it makes it a bit easier to see units. And then C switches behind. Oh, okay, okay. That is helpful. I appreciate that. And then still kind of hard to see the enemy, I won't lie. I'm just gonna have him move forward. Hedge my bets a little bit. He only moved 1. I'll just come over and kill him. Upon leaving the dank chamber, you deduce that not every creature inside could be defined as living. There's no time to ponder the matter. More units. A luminary or mortuum. Why would I ever want the mortuum? I can kind of understand the luminary, maybe? I kind of don't want either of these. Maybe I'm a fool on that one. I feel like this is a different icon from the one I had last. I kind of want to know what it is. Low rumbling of voices crosses your ears. You raise your weapons, ready for another fight, but all you find is a cluster of haggard strangers. huddled around a pair of sealed carriages. You sheath your weapon and approach a cloaked figure. They explain you've entered a labor exchange, where you may donate 2 of your crew and receive 1 new member from a selection. I guess this is why you would want members like the Mortoon. Alas, setting foot in the market binds you to participation. Oh god. Which 2 of your crew will you relinquish? Well, this sucks. Let's do the occultist. And I guess the lancer. I want to keep my squire. I can take a squire, I guess. That's not a bad trade. I like the squire. Stumbling into the unknown, you aren't quite sure what lies ahead. I mean, that's true a lot of the time. We have 32 scrip, which we could use to buy someone like a fleet-footed. They have +1 move. This is a boon. So I assume these apply to my units, maybe? Unlaced boots. Curse, ordinary. Intent to kill. 2 move becomes 1 attack. Let's give fleet-footed. It does cost our scrip. I'm not sure what that did for me, if I'm being real. I thought that was going to apply to 1 of my units, but it seems... I wonder if it applies to all my units. I guess I've consigned myself to 3 combats. The scent of roasting meat fills the air, and quiet conversation reaches your ears. The ladder is abruptly cut off as you emerge into the clearing. Um, 4 movement, 3 movement. Okay, so it did apply to 1 unit. I guess I should have paid attention to which unit that was, and it didn't really... I don't know if it made it super clear to me which unit that was. But if it did, I did not notice. So we're gonna put a squire here, because they can absolutely take this guy out pretty quickly. These guys over here kind of make me nervous. But I'll put the guy with high movement over there so that they can move back, and then the squire here. The hunters kind of scare me because they are going to be able to do some damage without like really having to think about it too much. I guess I'm going to have to play a little bit aggressively because they have the option of just like not coming over to me, and that is a little bit scary. I can take out 2 units on the first turn, which isn't bad. It's okay. That's okay. That guy's staying over there. So like this guy here is not able to get to them. What about this unit? No? How do I get up to them? Oh, I have to go up all those tiles? Okay, so I'll start doing that. This guy, I'll have him making his way over here. Oh, there's 2 units over there. I don't necessarily want to take them both on. I think what I'd like to do is actually have him step up as well, just so that I spread the convenient targets up a little bit. This camera is bugging me, I won't lie. Like, having that snap like that, it doesn't actually clarify things. That is fine. Can't remember which other button was it, yeah. So I'm gonna back this unit up a little bit, just so that he's not a likely target. And I'm pretty sure they can't shoot past targets, so I think he's okay here. And they're both gonna hit him, and that's fine. He's gonna come over here and kill one. And the other one, I don't know if they can shoot unless they're at range. So I'm just gonna have him wait there. These guys are they? I don't know if they're ranged. See, like, having the, okay, I can do this, I suppose. Because I need to know if they're ranged or not, and it looks like they're not. So I'm gonna have this guy move over here, and he may take 2 attacks, but that's okay. I just need this guy here to not take 2 attacks. If he takes 1 attack, that's fine. That's fine. And that's fine. So this guy is gonna kill this guy. Sick. And I am gonna be able to kill one of these units. That is fine. Wonder if you get... No, you don't really get an advantage for like flanking or anything like that. Did I not kill everyone? What? Okay. Oh, there's another dude hiding in the brush over there. I think what I'd like to do is get to the golden tile. With anyone that has 2 health remaining. Oh, I didn't mean to skip my turn. Okay, let's just make our way over. This guy's got the most movement, so like he has the best chance of coming over. What's this guy's range? Oh, his range is pretty good. Okay, I need this guy to not step on that tile. Because this guy will just kill him. I think if I sneak along the edge here, then I'll be able to have my guy with 2 health left step on the golden tile without approaching him. I did not mean to do that. Surprisingly tricky. I didn't know that there was 1 guy left. This is gonna be hard, I won't lie. If that guy moves at all. Then this will be very difficult. I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna hope he doesn't move, because if he does, I'm screwed. Okay, I'm fine. So I'm gonna step on the golden tile and end my turn. He's gonna come over and do 1 damage to me, and then I win. Tree crashes down. It came from an entirely different direction. You choose not to investigate. Hunter. Yeah, Hunter. I wish I had maybe given the hunter some more health. Like the setting of the sun, conflict is inevitable. You once had a scout in your crew who had a very friendly dog. The beast helped with tracking and would growl gently when it smelled prey. The deep guttural noise you can hear now is infinitely more malevolent. So it's this combat again, and I don't have... Well, I've got 1 good unit. I guess I've got 2 good units, but the hunter is not one of my good units. It's ranged, which is nice, but Don't know if it's gonna make the difference. I needed I needed my unit with like high movement. So I'm gonna put him there. No, that's not where I want him. I want him here. And then I want my 2 melee users over there. I still don't think I'm gonna survive this, and I think I'm gonna have to spend some more money to upgrade my troops. And I personally don't find that very compelling, but I know that a lot of people are cool with that. At least I can survive one attack this time. So I'm gonna move him. Oh, nope. See, I can't move my ranged user close enough to actually do some damage without putting himself at risk, like in any capacity, and that's kind of a bummer, I won't lie. Actually, was there a button? I don't know if there was a button to let me see all of the enemy attack range. Yeah, like there's actually no safe place for me to stand right now, unless it's the place I'm already standing. That actually ironically seems to be the case. So can I shoot one of them? No, it doesn't seem like it, because it's the range is 2, so I have to be 2 away, but I have to be able to kill them. I'm just gonna move them into a safe spot and end my turn, and hope that they are still safe on my next turn. So, fortunately, I can kill this guy here in a way that I am still safe. This guy here only has 1 attack, but he does have 4 health. However, if he takes 2 attacks, he's dead. So I really think that my best play is always going to be to try and attack in a position that I am, like, from a position of safety. Very difficult to do. Extremely difficult to do. What I could do... Yeah, there's 2 extra wolves back here, which makes this very tricky. They can't hit my guy over here, which is nice. I would, if there's only 2 units over here, I would put my guy at risk. What I could do is like take out this guy in the front here. So like I could move this guy here and attack this guy. Wait, is there? No, there's not another unit over there. So I'll do that. And it'll move this guy here and kill another wolf. And hopefully they can't hurt my hunter. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Taking an attack sucks, I won't lie. These 3 units over here are deadly because I unless I can kill 2 of them and take an attack, which I can do technically, it's just like horrendous. This over here is horrible. So I think what I want to do, this guy can reach my hunter and I don't want that. I'm gonna move, this guy can come over here and hurt him. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move over here and do 1 damage to this frontline wolf. Then I'm gonna move this guy over here and then kill him. And then I'm gonna move this guy in front here and kill 1 more wolf. And hopefully the wolf kill, nope. See, they're smart. And because they're smart, I basically don't have a chance. Because there's 5 more wolves here. There's just like actually no way to do this. Like this guy here only has 2 health and 1 attack. So therefore he can never hurt a wolf without dying. Like, that is just objectively true, right? Did I just screw up? Yeah, I did. Okay. Cool. This combat here is kind of frustrating. I won't lie. This is why I get a little frustrated with games with heavy meta progression, because it always feels like you're doing fine and then you hit the one wall where it's like, okay, I just don't have good enough units yet. And it always kind of irks me a little bit. If you're struggling with the crew you have, then perhaps you ought to make them stronger. Yeah, no kidding. Or see if you can find more pieces strewn about. Okay. I will do so. I think I will put this guy back on there because they're good for making sacrifices. Although, I will say, even in those circumstances where it's like, oh, trade 2 of your units for 1 good unit, you don't really have much agency over that because it picks 3 random units. So you're just kind of hoping it picks 3 or 2 of your bad units. We could upgrade them. I would like to upgrade the hunter. Having a higher strength as the hunter would be really nice. Apparently you can upgrade their range as well. I was hoping to upgrade their life or their strength, and I can afford neither, so that's a bummer. We can upgrade the lancer, which I do have one of. Let's upgrade their strength and call it a day on that one. I could try and find some more little toys to throw in. I can sprint. I want the lamp, right? Suppose you may jostle it back and forth. Who am I to deny the base pleasures clawing their way out of your mind? No, I want it. Do be careful during your entertainment. As I said, I have become fond of that lantern. While we're on the topic, do not disturb the stained floorboards either. I have become accustomed to those as well, even the more recent additions. Oh yeah? I thought you said that I could take the lamp, though. There's a little squeak here that lets me, makes me think that there's like a, secret under the carpet. Can always walk backwards. Oh. Aha! I cannot see a damn thing right now. That's okay. I found some more little units. Oh, more money. Oh. This doesn't even have a keyhole, so I'm not sure. Aha. Okay, well, I'll get to that later. I suppose what I could do is upgrade one unit a couple of times and then just like try and fill my party with that one unit. I have never met another creature who is so compelled to touch everything. I mean, you haven't? Why have these things if not to jostle them? You know? Money. Wonder if I have enough to upgrade a unit. Probably not. It's a book about paleontology, though its temporal coverage is rather lacking. A tome covering archaeological findings. It's dreadfully dreary, however. Really, Captain, the last time you picked up a book, you passed out within minutes, and you think you'll read all those? Why don't you recuperate on the floor instead? Has your stomach regained its resolve? It's an empty till. Must you rattle it about? Yes! It remains an empty box, containing absolutely nothing. Do you not trust me? Let me jostle the box! It is what little agency I have. Let me jostle, please. Oh. It's funny, you'd really expect to find something behind the painting, but no. Why did it let me do that? Does that tell? Oh, okay, hold on. Here we go. A lamp! Now I don't need to cheese anything, I can just go downstairs. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting somewhere. I don't know where I'm getting. Somewhere though. Hello. Oh, I found a little dog lad. Some more gears. I'm wondering if I can turn those as well. Now I can see. Look at all the money! Well, I more or less collected all of the really valuable stuff. There was an extra unit down there. I'd already grabbed it. Hello? I'm wondering what the point of... Wait, oh, maybe this was opened when I turned that, and I didn't even notice it. Okay, let's, we've got tons of units now. Let's, do a little bit of dabbling We don't. I don't think I want an illuminary. What I want. Archer would be nice. Long step. Interesting. I mean, the lycanthrope would be kind of great. Do I have any money? Like, do I have enough money? We have 60. Almost 60. We could improve the acolyte. Now, improving the lycanthrope's health, that would be a big deal. And honestly, their movement wouldn't be bad either, now that we have one. I realize I'm like maybe spreading my money around too much. I should like focus in on one unit. Let's try a different route. I simply cannot wait to see. Yes, whatever. You set your sights westward to seek the Star Point's casing, and none will stop you. It takes a great deal of fortitude to travel onward in the face of defeat. If only the clergy had your will. I think what I should focus on, maybe what the point of this game is a little bit, is upgrade a couple of units. You don't have to necessarily fill your party with those units, but what you can do is kind of manipulate the battle so that your other units die. So then you're only left with the pool of the good units. And then while you're traveling, also try and like cherry pick those units so that your party is made up of the best stuff. I mean, there's also those opportunities to like trade 2 units for a unit you actually care about, but I don't know if I like that very much. You see 3 acolytes gripping their clubs. They will not let you pass as long as they live. Okay. So we've got our... Is this a long step or just basic unit? So we've got 3 damage here on the face, and then we've got our kind of nothing unit here. So what we could do actually is move this guy back, and then I'm gonna have that guy in the front, and I'm gonna try and manipulate it so that this guy here dies, because he isn't very valuable to me, and I want to limit my pool to the ones I care about, right? So I'm gonna come up here and do a damage, and I'll have this guy come up and do a damage, and I guess he has every opportunity to hurt this person, and that might be bad, but what we wanted to happen happened. So now what we're going to do is kill this unit, and what I'm going to do is move this guy up here and do 1 damage here, and then hopefully one of these 2 units kills this guy. Perfect. So now we have all of our ducks in a row to come up here and kill these 2 guys, or sorry, kill that 1 guy, and then this guy's going to move forward, hopefully. No? Okay, that's fine. I'll move this guy forward. That's fine. Even if he does 1 more damage to that guy, it's not gonna matter much. Cool. With the battle complete, your senses expand, and you notice 2 figures ahead. Were they watching? Perhaps one of them is willing to join you. So we get rid of the unit we don't care about, and then we add a unit that we do care about, hopefully. Are you kidding me? Acolyte or cultist? Actually, Acolyte is pretty good. We have upgraded the Acolyte, so that's not a bad choice. I don't know. I guess I would do a combat for more money, right? And also, this is an opportunity to cull your party, right? Let me just double check that that's true, because I don't even know which unit we got rid of. Certainly not the Lancer. Yeah, I only see good units here for the most part. I think if I was going to get rid of 1 more, it would probably be the cultist. Although I don't yet know what the purpose of magic is yet. Maybe the hunter. The hunter is okay, but could stand to be a bit better. We like squires, we like lancers, we like acolytes are a good like kind of tank. But either way, let's add another member to our party. This land knows no shortage of vagrants, and most vagrants have no shortage of hunger. You could remedy that if they fight for you. 2 such people are sitting under a tree, and with the promise of food, one of them may join your crew. So we have the opportunity of another acolyte, and I think I will take it. See now, like if I was very shrewd between battles, I would be throwing more money at upgrading something like the acolyte, and then I know, okay, you know, this western facing route has a lot of opportunities for acolytes, so we could just focus on acolytes and make them really strong. If you don't know what you want, then perhaps this will do. We can upgrade. So like I could upgrade my acolyte, except it costs a ridiculous amount of money, and I don't have anywhere close to that, so this is all rather pointless. And it's all honestly kind of a blow to be offered temporary upgrades to our units with like permanent money, because like that money could be used to permanently upgrade my units. So why am I spending money for temporary upgrades? An orderly windmill sits atop a hill. Not a single stone brick is out of place, and it seems to be much quieter than expected. I will say though, at least the upgrades feel meaningful. Too many of these kind of games are like, oh yeah, add a 0.5% upgrade to your crit chance and like 5% chance to your melee damage under these specific circumstances, and I'm like, this is tedious, my guy. So these guys have 3 range. That makes this little hill quite the undertaking. I need to put one of my high health guys over there to make sure that they can take the brunt of these 2 attacks, and then I'll put a hunter here, and then hopefully I can kill one of these ranged units on the first turn. And actually I'm going to switch those 2 so that this guy can still kill this guy. We can have our hunter kill one. I don't know what these guys are called, but also have our hunter, or not our hunter, our lycanthrope hitting their acolyte, I guess. I'm not going to remember the names of all these units, but okay, so we get the first turn, which is nice. These guys, okay, so if I move this hunter here, then they will take 1 attack, but not a second attack, hopefully. But I can kill this guy here. No, I can't. Who can I attack here? I don't understand. Who can I attack? No, I didn't mean to do that. God. So now I've just wasted that turn. Cool. This guy I think can hit my lycanthrope. Hard to tell. So I'll move him here, and I just want to move this guy out there, and then hopefully no one takes any damage. Okay, so if I move here, who can I hit? I was able to hit someone, right? What if I move here? He'll be in range of that, but not that. Okay, let's move him here, and then... Okay, apparently I can only hit that guy, which is fine. All right, lycanthrope will maybe take 2 damage. I'm going to move up my squire I don't know. Not a huge fan of this setup right now, so I'm gonna I will hope I'm trying not to let my lycanthrope take 2 volleys of attacks. Oh, he's gonna move up. Yeah, that's really bad. So now I'm in a circumstance in which I can't really afford to let my hunter take another attack. So what I'll do is instead I'm gonna have him come over here and attack the melee user. And I'm gonna have my squire come up. He won't be able to attack him, but he's gonna be a better target than the hunter. And same for the lycanthrope. Are you kidding? Okay, well, that sucks a lot. I'm gonna have my lycanthrope kill this guy. Hey Pastry, how's it going? Animation style is cute. Yeah, it is. It is pretty cute. It's got a board game style. I am getting my just like absolutely handsed. This is like the worst possible circumstance, actually. I'm gonna move this guy down here all the way. I can't really anticipate the enemy is the only thing. Sometimes they will just kill my units, and I can't really, yeah, like that guy didn't move. And him not moving is just like the actual worst thing for me. Because like now I have to move up. There's not really much else I can do. I can move, does that, yeah, okay, moving there is fine. Oh, I didn't see that guy at all. Great. No, we're so good right now. I think I'm gonna lose my lycanthrope. I don't know what I can really do about that. I think if I move my lycanthrope, I can kill this guy. Yeah, all right. Difficult to tell where you can stand. He's gonna kill him. Yeah, all right. This was a very, 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 very bad combat for me. That guy has some movement. If I move here, I should be able to get onto the golden tile on the next turn and survive 1 attack. All right, so we win, but I lost 2 very good units. Windmill creaks and groans, fighting the gusts of air at every opportunity. It would have been a more formidable foe. How you doing? I'm okay. It's been kind of a frustrating day, if I'm being real, but you know, I'm bearing with it. It's Thursday though. Good things happen on Thursday. Appreciate you jumping in chat, Pastry. Honestly, it's nice to have anyone hanging out. Just woke up from nap. Knife thrower. They only have 1 health, but they do have 3 range. Knife thrower feels bad, but I think I prefer him to the occultist. 2 health is almost the same as 1 health because there's too many enemies that are either going to do 2 damage on 1 attack or just be common enough or copious enough that they will just do 2 damage by virtue of having enough numbers, right? So if I'm gonna have a unit with 1 health, I may as well have 1 unit with 3 range and 1 health. That's how I look at that. Thirsty Thursday. Yeah. Yeah, no, a new episode of The Pit comes out on Thursdays, and I have honestly been enjoying that show so much, and I know it's like making the rounds and a lot of people are talking about it, but honestly, it deserves every praise it gets. It's genuinely fantastic. I can't honestly believe how much I've enjoyed that show. Interested in a tale, are you? Sure. I had this loaded earlier when you posted, but needed the nap badly. Been awake since 4:30. Oh, that sucks so much. I'm sorry. Clergy's name isn't the original, you know. In fact, Clergy of Ire is rather new. The proper name, Velethantel du Sol, fell out of favor some time ago. I'm sure I butchered that. It means abrupt sunlight in today's tongue. The group was named as such to pay homage to the rising sun, particularly how the morning sunbeams would coat the horizon with light. Not exactly an ireful sentiment, wouldn't you say? Fun little bit of lore there. Did not help me, but maybe, I don't know, maybe that'll come in handy later. Hubby's gone for 3 days for work, so I get to eat food he doesn't like. Tonight is meatloaf. Hubby doesn't like meatloaf. In the same way though, I love mushrooms. Partner does not like mushrooms. Decisions can be so burdensome. Allow me to alleviate some of that weight. Oh, thank you. Oh, money. Thank you. Yeah, you know what? Can I have more money? Can I have some money? If this is a combat encounter, do you count that as lucky or unlucky? Is it a combat encounter? It's a combat encounter. I mean, unlucky. This is a horrible combat encounter. Seems you've wandered into the boglands. It will be harder for your crew to move. Should you choose to take the low ground? Oh, okay. Oh, I see. That's what this means. Ugh. Is this my knife thrower? No, this is my lancer. This is my knife thrower. Oh god, this is gonna be absolutely brutal. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our knife thrower here, and I expect them to die very quickly. But maybe they can kill this knife thrower before that happens. Hell yeah, we love it. This guy can only do 1 damage. I'm gonna ignore this guy for now. Oh, wait. It looks like he can hurt my knife thrower. Well, let's try and keep our knife thrower safe for the time being. Oh, this guy's ranged. All right, cool. Killing 2 units on the first turn. That's great. I feel like red tile underneath my unit means they are going to take damage, which is no good. That's no good. We don't like that. No, we don't. No, not something he ate growing up and he doesn't care for it. He has tried it. You a Noah Wiley fan? I don't know who that is. Is that a musician? Is that an actor from The Pit? I feel like I've just said a silly thing. Ranged units are a real problem for me. Okay, so what we're gonna do is come up here, do 1 damage, kill this unit. I can do 2 damage to that hunter, but I am putting my guy in a precarious place because now I'm pretty sure he's in, range of that guy. I don't really mind if I lose my lancer here because I am just taking out more units, and that is giving me money. And I mean, like, that's the whole point of meta progression, right? Is like, oh, I'm gonna lose the battle, but at least I got enough zappy points. I can upgrade my blah, blah, blah. So, like, that's all good. I may as well kill some units and get some money so I can upgrade my blah, 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 you know? Okay, so putting my guy here is absolutely fine. I find the controls in this game a little bit cumbersome, if I'm gonna be real. They've been made to be accessible, and I ironically find that makes them a little bit less accessible because I keep pressing the wrong thing. Okay, so this is interesting. We don't... This guy here is gonna be a problem. I don't think there's a really good way of handling this, if I'm being real. I kind of want to get my guy here out of the bog and bring him over here. And I think right now I'm comfortable wasting some turns to keep these guys from taking damage, if it means I can have another guy come up. It's the main character from the pit who was on ER. Oh yeah, it was when I showed it to someone and they were like, yeah, he was the young guy in ER and now he's the old guy in the pit. Say main character. I think the pit is one of those shows where everyone is kind of a protagonist in their own way. But I know who you mean. They are very much like the captain of the ship. So a lot of people would be drawn to them as being like the main character. So yeah, I think it's fair to call them as such. But yeah, I know who you mean. I am a fan of them in the pit. I haven't really seen them in anything else. They are excellent in the pit. They are extremely good. They're very likable, and also like kind of terse, which I kind of appreciate. What I would like to do here is, honestly, if I took 1 damage, if I move up like this, it puts me in a better position if I can only draw 1 of them over. If I draw 2 of them over, I'm a little bit in danger. There, that's perfect. So now I can move this guy up, do 1 damage, kill that unit. And then also move up my Lancer. If we could have gotten 1 more to come over, that would have been better, but I didn't mean to skip my turn. I gotta take my hand off the space bar. So now, see, unfortunately, if I keep doing that, it's gonna make life very difficult for me. So what I need to do, I think what I need to do is bring my Lancer up and draw 1 of them over. So like, basically, I'm gonna have this guy take 1 more damage. Hopefully, they only need to take 1 more damage in order for me to win this combat. So like, I'm gonna put him there, and I just need to make sure I don't put anyone on these 3 rows here. So I'm gonna put him there. Didn't mean, yeah, I messed this up completely. Okay, that's fine. It should be fine. I think it'll shake out okay. So now what I need to do is make sure I can move this guy here to do 2 damage. Then I can have my Lancer. No, he can't come up still. That's fine. As long as I can kill this guy, I'm all right. Now, this guy is still a problem, and the real problem is that he's not going to move. He has every advantage because I can't get close enough to do 3 damage, right? I can do 2 damage. Oh wait, no, I can do 3 damage. Okay. Yeah, that's why I needed to bring my Lancer up. So I'm gonna move this guy over, do 1 damage, and then move my... No, sorry, that was my knife thrower, and then bring my Lancer over and then kill him. Perfect. This hunter over here is going to be a real problem. I don't think I'm going to make it through this without losing 1 of my units. Bottom line. I wish there was a tile I could land on to win. He was on The Librarians. I have seen that show. It originally aired years ago. I haven't seen the Librarians. In fact, I haven't heard of The Librarians. What's can you give me like the cold notes on it? What kind of show is it? So like ideally we can get that guy to move up. Oh shoot. Yeah, I can't really take any chances with the hunter. I think I'm gonna lose this. I think this hunter is gonna take out all my guys. I really don't know if there's any way for me to get like punch through. And if he moves up at all, he can just take out one of my guys. Let's just see what happens. No, still no. Oh, man, this sucks. So I think the best chance I have is if my knife thrower and lancer can both punch through and kill this guy. Does he only have 3 health? Does he have 3 health or 2 health? 3 health. Okay, so I need my knife thrower and lancer to kill that guy. Bottom line. If I can kill that guy, then basically I can have my units move up, and I might lose one more, but I will kill the hunter. This is so tricky. TNT Fantasy Adventure TV series spinning up from the Librarian films. Wait, the Librarian films, weren't those like... Huh. If those are the movies I'm thinking of, I feel like I have seen the Librarian. Like, there's like 3 of them, right? I think I've seen... Yeah, there's 3 of them. I've seen the first one, and I think maybe the second one, and they were actually genuinely good. I didn't realize that there was a series. They're a little bit I think it's fair to say, yeah, cheesy. I was gonna say like kind of schlocky, but they are genuinely good. They're like maybe like a step below like The Mummy in terms of like kind of schlocky adventure movies or stories, but they are genuinely fun. Okay, we're gonna hope this shakes out. Okay, they're still not moving. I really can't stand that the enemy can just hold out and not have to move like that. That just kind of makes the tactics in this impossible. Because like I'm in this position right now where I can't do anything. Because if I move up, 2 of my units die. And I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do about that. Is there anything I can do? Is that guy standing on the winning tile also? Okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it because I don't think that there's... I don't think I can win. Straight up. I actually don't think that there's any winning strategy here. Because as soon as I move up, watch what happens. Kill. Kill. And that's the game. And I can like get that close and do 2 damage and then dead. And that's what kind of frustrates me about these kind of games. If they were just a little bit stupider, like if the enemy tactics were just slightly dumber and moved up, then I would have some strategy, but I can't do much with that. Another failed journey. Have I made this game too difficult? Perhaps you should visit your collection and rearrange your starting crew. After all, the best place for a laggard is on the sidelines. Unless, however, you find your crew to be sacrificial. I didn't mean to do that. No. No, thank you. Continent must seem so vast to you, but I assure you it is utterly insignificant. Now choose. I would prefer to go and spend my money. There's a spin-off series from the series as well, but not as good. Wild to me that that series, like in general, got as far as it did. Like it got 3 movies and 2 TV series. That is just kind of wild. So now I could upgrade. I think I want to upgrade the Acolyte. We're gonna upgrade the Acolyte, and I'm gonna... Do I have more than one Acolyte? I have the Knife Thrower. The Wretch. So, like, let's get rid of the Wretch and put in someone like the Knife Thrower. And I don't mind if they die. Long Step is kind of nice too. I might upgrade the Long Strider. And so I'm gonna go to the west again. Let's get rid of the Occultist. And we're cool with the Lancer. The Hunter, I don't know. 3, 2, and 3. 3, 2, and 3. Sorry, 3, 2, and 2. So let's get rid of the Hunter because the Archer is just straight up better. Villager is pretty great. Knife Thrower. The range is really nice. Lancer I like because they have enough health to take on 1 hit. And the little bit of range is quite nice. I don't know about the Lycanthrope. I guess 2 damage is always nice. But we want to basically get as many Acolytes as possible and then like lose anyone else. Will the Clergy of Ire stop you this time, or will you be triumphant? I am eager to see the outcome. I will lose this. Spoilers. Only the resolute will may enter these lands, and these Acolytes are here to test you. So we want to get some more Acolytes if we possibly can. Of the members I have right now, who would I not mind losing? I think I like all of these, but if I was gonna pick one, it would probably be this guy. But I'm just gonna keep him for now. We'll make decisions later if I can get some more Acolytes. Having a 2 range unit with 2 damage is also just like extremely nice. They're not going to move up. That's fine. You do kind of have to move with the assumption that you're going to take damage. What are these black marks? Do they mean anything? Okay, so then we're going to move around. Do 1 damage, do 2 damage, and do 2 damage. I wish I could anticipate the enemy a little bit better. Like, I wish I could understand who they intend on attacking. If there was some logic of like, oh, they'll attack the one with higher health or the one with lower health, or they'll move up under these circumstances. The Acolytes failed to stop you. Carry on, Captain. Can I please have an Acolyte? Yeah. This I believe is money, but I don't have any money. So let's go ahead and do some combats just so we can get some more money. Ooh, this is different. A group of clergy members are at the ready. They have prepared a spike pit for intruders such as yourself. So they have a knife thrower. What's the easy way of seeing all their units? Not Z. X, kind of. So we've got ourselves the archer. I don't mind losing the archer, to be honest. We've got, I don't know who this guy is called, what this guy is called. And we've got our acolyte. We like our acolyte a lot. If I can upgrade the acolyte again, I would like to do so. So we can take this guy out over here. They also have an occultist, by the way. Let's see if they move up. They will not. So we got to move in, assuming we're going to take damage. I don't know. It just doesn't feel good doing this. What's the range on this guy? Okay. So we have to make sure we avoid the ranged spots. So these guys are going to move up. Oh. And that's the thing, is the range users can just move up and like hit us as far away as they want. This kind of sucks because we might lose our acolyte. If we lose our acolyte, I'm gonna be really cheesed. I guess that's what we get for moving them up. I thought I could hit him from there. Is his range not 2? I don't think that there's anything I can do about this. I think I'm gonna lose my acolyte. I think what I'd like to do is come over here and kill this unit. There's no way I can stop them from attacking my acolyte. That's just gonna happen. So, but I mean, I don't know. I may as well try. I'll take out that guy. This guy, yep. That's how that works. And I'm just gonna end the round early because I get more bonus money. What were these souls thinking? Such a simple spike pit could never stop you. Another acolyte would be nice. Thank you. Is this going to be a combat? Nope. Freebie. Money. Great. We love it. I'm going to try the treasure chest. The treasure chest. The treasure chest. Do you enjoy death? It doesn't matter. The battle comes first. This time, just to see what you get. Ooh. Okay. Why was that so violent? Several knife throwers are perched above. They sit on the edge of a cliff, awaiting the next interloper, awaiting their next living practice target. So we've got our lancer, and actually we'll put them in the back, and we've got our lycanthrope, and we do actually have a hunter which may be able to take out a couple of the knife throwers. I already did it this way once. It worked out okay. And you just have to, you know, keep in mind that there's not really a way of moving forward without taking damage. So I'm gonna try and take out these knife throwers as best as I can. I think I'm gonna lose my hunter here. I could try and stop that from happening. I just don't think that there's any way to stop that from happening, to be honest. I think that that's just how that's gonna go every time. So I'm just gonna get over that fact and you know, let them take out a couple units before they die. This is honestly not a very optimal grouping because they both do 2 damage, so that extra damage is just kind of wasted. Ideally, we are going to move up in a way that lets us take, you know, jump on that tile. I don't know if it's going to work out that way. I don't think I want to move in with my lycanthrope because they only have 2 health. So we'll move in with our lancer. At the very least, I think we can kill the knife thrower. So he's going to move in. At least we get to kill the knife thrower. Oh, cool. Someone behind us. We're going to die. What we can do, I'm going to take this guy out and hope to God that he doesn't hit our lycanthrope. Cool. I'm going to attack him from here, and I think this guy is not in a position to be able to hurt us, but he's also not going to move forward. So we're back to this game of cat and mouse. Like he's just going to stay there, and I can't really do much to him. Is he going to continue staying there? Yep. So I'm pretty sure there's not much I can do. I'm gonna go and attack him, and then I can't even stand on the tile, so he's gonna get to kill one of my units, and then I'm just gonna come up and kill him. So I win, but I lost 2 of my units, and I'm not sure what the tactics are yet to really avoid stuff like that. As you leave the bloodied steps in your wake, 2 figures present themselves to you. One looks strong enough to join you, the other looks weak and will be left behind. Okay. Another acolyte. Love it. So I'm gonna do the treasure chest this time. You see wood and iron poking out from a shrub. A closer look reveals what you've found. Treasure. Thanks. So we're just about to hit the combat where we are very clearly unprepared for it. I can appreciate a desire for knowledge. I don't. Somewhere along the way, the clergy of Ire became rather upset, baleful even. Perhaps it was because they were the first to measure the northern winds, to determine that these particular air currents blew nothing but misfortune across all those who sought the abyss. Okay, so our choices between 2 combats we know nothing about. A faint rustling catches your ears. Someone ahead is preparing for you. At least we still have 3 units. Like, our pool is enough that we can... Oh, this is actually great. Dimly lit forest slinks into sight. The wind is still, and yet you still hear gentle rustling. You must have let your anxiety take the helm. Okay, so I see lots of dots. I will say the lighting does this game no favors, because I do find it really hard to see all the units. These are all ranged units. They are just gonna be able to kill us. However, both these acolytes do 2 damage each, so we can at least kill these 2 units on our first turn, and then we have this guy who is just, you know, whatever. He's just another unit, a less powerful acolyte, honestly. So we do gain the sort of advantage on the first turn, except there's a guy over here who's going to get to hurt one of our guys. That's okay. Here he comes. Ouch. And I didn't see that guy despite trying to see it several times. This sucks. This massively sucks. Okay, how much damage is this guy? 1 damage. He really is worthless right now, to be honest. Like, my acolyte here is going to die now. I don't think there's much I can do to stop that. Acolyte here is doing fine though. He's gonna get to kill that unit. Oh, okay, he attacked the other unit. We love that, actually. So I'm glad I attacked that one hunter, because now I get to kill him. I am really not impressed with both the lighting and the camera in this game. It makes it extremely difficult to make informed decisions. Like, I can barely see that guy. Okay. So we've got 3 melee users over there and 1 ranged cultist. I'm wondering if we can lean over and try and jump on that tile with a, like, or if we should try and, like, take on 3 guys. I don't know. Tell you what, I'm gonna move up just a little bit. Like, okay, this is the button that's supposed to tell me, like, who the enemy are and what they can do. I ask you, can you see that? Can you see that? Is that something you can see? That is really hard to see. As much as I appreciate the style in this game, it is kind of getting in the way of me being able to play it well. Damn. Okay. They're gonna stay where they are. The enemy just love to just stay. They just love to, like, this is supposed to be an ambush and they're just staying. Which is kind of a big wham. What am I to do? I think what I'm gonna try and do is lure one of these guys over. Didn't mean to do that. That is not what I meant to do at all. So I'm gonna have him move over. Have him move over, and I'm just making sure that I don't land on the one tile that will aggro this guy. So this guy will come over, he'll do 1 damage. You really have to, like, use your one, like, use 1 health to aggro them 1 at a time. I think that is really how this game is meant to be played in a weird way. Okay, so weirdly, this guy is going to be aggroed if I stand there, which is fine, because we're going to come here and we're going to kill this guy because we have the perfect amount of damage there. We're going to try and make sure that our acolyte here does not take another damage. So he's going to come over, do 1 damage. This acolyte now is in danger of death. So what we want to do is move this guy up so that he is aggroing this last guy there. So he is the one who takes the brunt of the next volley. And someone's gonna die, and I'm hoping that it'll be this guy, because he's kind of worthless compared to our acolytes. Oh, this guy does 2 damage. I didn't see that coming. So we're gonna lose 2 units now, for sure. Because this guy's got range. Does he have 2 health? Okay, so we can probably win this. But we're gonna lose one of our acolytes for sure. Because now I have to bring both of them in. Get as far forward as possible. He's gonna get to kill one of them for free. And then we kill him with the other one. You knew that ambushes were inevitable, but not that the clergy was so fond of magic. Perhaps you ought to let a few enemies live and see if a night slinger would join you. I don't want a night slinger. I want more acolytes, because I just lost one. We have a punisher, And we have a long step. I'll take the Punisher. I'm not sure. I guess the long step is extra movement. And in a weird way, that is kind of helpful. But I don't know. I don't know. 1 damage just feels completely pointless. And honestly, the extra movement feels pointless when they're moving in faster and able to do 1 damage. That seems like not helpful, to be honest. I'd rather they be able to move at the same speed as my other units and then hit them at the same time, because then maybe I can hurt a unit before they hurt one of my units. Whomever stands in your way will not be standing for long. Oh, this is for sure where the game ends, I think. Several houses are scattered below. You must be getting close to a church. This is, yeah, this is bad. 3 movement, so we can kill that guy at the very least. But yeah, this is for sure where we die. Just too many units. Too many cooks. I'm gonna have to try and kill this guy on the first turn. I don't think there's much point in trying to belabor that. This guy is gonna be able to hurt my acolyte. So, not much I can do about that. The only thing I can really do is try and like spread out the damage I'm taking, but like when they have ranged units and they have the distance, they can just 100% do all the damage they want. So we can do stuff like that at the very least, kill a unit on the first turn. But does that really help? Because like these guys are both doing 2 damage, so I am left with unfortunate decisions to make. Like, well, I guess we want to make sure that at least the one with higher health is taking the next attack. We can't really, because he can just step over and hurt that guy. But if I can try, see, like I ask you, would that extra movement make any difference when the cultist has all of like 3 movement and also 2 range? It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to make any difference. Is there a tile? Yeah, there's a tile. Okay, so if honestly, if we can take on the right side here, there's a I didn't mean to do that. I am so tired of that, actually. That is not a good way to end your unit's turn. So now I'm going to take an extra damage for basically nothing. Stop it. Like, stop it with the cutesy, you know, turn orders. Like, now I can't kill this guy. He's going to get an extra turn because I accidentally ended my unit's turn. In fact, I lost the unit. So I really don't like that. I really actually hate that. The clicking a unit 3 times. Is there an option to turn that off forever? Other. Require double click for hold position command. Thank you. I'm now going to probably lose this combat because of that, but at least I found the option that will maybe help. Okay, so 2 of these units can come over and hurt whoever stands on this space. So that means we have to take on this guy. We have to take him on, and that means we have to take a damage in this way. Can't stand on there. This guy, yep, can hurt me there, so I have to stand here and then take a damage, and then maybe I can back up. I don't think this combat is getting the better of me, to be honest. I do wish you could attack and move. The fact that attacking ends your turn, or ends that unit's turn, it just kind of lends me to feeling like I have very little agency, to be honest, and also strategic options. I did that honestly, so like now I can move this guy over here. This guy, these guys both aggro on the same tile. So honestly, my best chance is to come over here and attack this guy, which will make me take 1 damage, and then I can aggro the other guy and then take 1 damage. This is gonna suck. Okay, so the idea here is that I'm going to move up as much as possible. He's going to take 1 damage. But then I'm going to be able to kill him. I don't think I can move this guy in like at all, because if there's any chance he'll take a hit, he'll die. So I basically move in, and fortunately my acolytes can do 2 damage, so I can actually kill that guy. And the reason I had to do that is because you might notice here, these 2 units, one of them actually has a different tile over here that they aggro on. So that means I can have one of my guys with 2 health, aggro him, take 1 damage, and then I can kill them. And that feels like how you're kind of meant to play this game, to be honest. Because both of these units aggroed both this and these 2 tiles. So therefore, there was no way to aggro them over here without both of them getting a free attack. At least this direction, only one of them gets a free attack. So he's gonna move over. Oh, right, they do 2 damage, so never mind. Never mind. How come did he have 2 damage and also 1 defense? In case you haven't figured it out, the pieces you add to your crew during a journey are only present for that journey. That is to say, aside from the pieces in your starting collection, when each journey ends, everybody dies. Yeah, I did figure that out. I am finding this game very frustrating. And I have to say I'm not enjoying it very much. I think what I appreciate about Inscription is, like, aside from the fact that the actual card play is novel in its own way, I don't feel like it takes very long to be able to feel like you're making meaningful progress. This game feels like I have to lose a few times to get enough money to upgrade my units so that they can actually survive. And I have never ever been a fan of that. Resistance to magic. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. I suppose it might, but I'm just going to continue upgrading the Acolyte. And then I guess bashing my head against this west side so that I can eventually win. I suppose I could upgrade one of my other units. What other unit? Knife thrower. Could upgrade the knife thrower. Rip. Long step. The long step can, like, really, you can really upgrade their movement. I would like to upgrade a unit that I will likely use. Having 29 is kind of a bummer. I guess the Lancer is nice. Let's upgrade the Lancer and let's alter our crew a little bit. Honestly, I think the only one I should take out is a villager. The villager is the member you get a lot of in the middle path. The acolyte is the member you get a lot of in the left path. So I'll take out the villager because I'm not super keen on them. Knife thrower is actually not bad. They just need like to be upgraded a little bit. I actually prefer them to the hunter in some ways. Having some extra movement would have been kind of nice. I don't know why in the world I would ever take Mortum, even if I upgraded them. I think this is an okay crew. The Lancer's good. Acolyte's obviously great. Lycanthrope honestly wouldn't be bad if I gave them more health or more movement. After changing the option for double click being the holy unit, I do think that I'll be less prone to making horrible mistakes. No matter how many times you are slain, you carry on east, west, or north. Which is it this time? Well, we're going to continue west because I'm continuing to upgrade the acolyte. If you listen carefully, you can hear them trembling. I also feel like I am doing the same combats over and over again, which maybe that's intended. Okay. Wow. Yeah, our acolyte has 5 health now, so we can basically ensure that we always move them forward, and we'll never, hopefully we'll never lose them again. I'm just gonna move them forward so we're aggroing one at a time. And I don't mind if the Lycan takes 1 damage. Gotta make sure that the knife thrower does not take a damage if we can help it. Alright. You leave the acolytes behind to die among the leaves. No. I want an acolyte. Please give me an acolyte. We want to fill our party with acolytes. Let's do a sacrifice. If we could get another acolyte, I would trade 2 for 1 acolyte. Sucks losing a Lancer, but I would still... Wait a minute. Was that for money? Okay, that kind of sucks. Okay. Honestly, of those choices, I think that the Lycanthrope was the correct one. Because losing them over the Lancer is, like, much better. You happen upon an aging spike pit. It looks like it has seen use over the years. Perhaps your crew will soon line its bottom. Sure. Okay. Thanks for that. I could have the ranged unit actually kill this knife thrower on the first turn, which is nice. Okay, this is great. We get to kill that knife thrower on the first turn. Acolyte's got plenty of movement. Not enough to, unfortunately, we don't have enough from the squire to kill this acolyte, but that's okay. Acolyte's gonna take 1 damage. And now that they have 5 health, 1 damage doesn't feel like a big deal. See, like, I don't think I want to be making decisions like this, to be honest. I'm just gonna have them move over here. I feel like I'm just gonna move them both up. Just want to make sure that we don't make the hunter or whatever that guy is a viable target. This is fine. I think I can kill them both. Can I not kill them both? I do not like the controls in this game, decidedly. Wonder what happens if I kill this guy while also standing on the tile. Nothing. Despite the chaos you brought with you after leaving the area, you notice a pair following you. There's just enough in your food supply to add one of them to your crew. Another acolyte, of course. We're getting them acolytes. I can't remember what this one is, but the campfire is good because it gives us an option of more units, maybe. Oh god, the number of times I've been in this position. Actually, this is the worst one yet because we have 2 low health units. And even the savages that attack strangers, at least that's what you infer when you look at the solitary windmill ahead. This combat is such a bummer. Well, I'll go with the standby of having the hunter kill one of these ranged units, but I might move them away so that they don't die. Be really nice if I could kill another one. Nice. Okay. Now that knife thrower has every opportunity to perhaps kill my knife thrower. We'll see what happens. Oh, nice. I got lucky. Actually, I think this is ideal because now I can kill this unit and I can have the hunter kill the other ranged user. We're actually going to get through this combat possibly without losing anyone, which is a miracle. These flower beds are a real pain. Oh, I always forget that there's a unit tucked away back there. Shoot. And I mean, that's on purpose, of course. Oh, I thought I couldn't stand on those. I got away with it? You know what? Let's just end it. I would have gotten more money for killing the units, but like I get a bit of money for ending it early, so that's kind of nice. Loud rip sounds from below. It was your pant leg catching on a dagger buried in the dirt. Better the dagger be there than embedded in your chest. Acolyte? Hell yeah, Acolyte. Not everyone benefits from those in power. Take the 2 up ahead, for example. They are arguing about what to do. Now that they have no home, you could use more people to fight for you, and so you explain that you are an independent, following your own quest, despite what those in power would do with you. If one of them decides to join you, the other will probably die. Acolyte. We love it. We love Acolyte. Let's take a chance on this rather than doing 2 combats. Another mystical figure in a strange hat. The person willing to deal hexes cast upon allies or enemies. Will you purchase a boon for your crew, a curse for your foes, or a mutation for all? As you approach, you can't help but lament how a person can only succumb to 1 hex at a time. The snap of a twig beneath your boot interrupts your thoughts, and the hunched stranger glances up from their tome. Yeah, we can't upgrade the Acolyte? Damn it. Honestly. We can give the Knife Thrower +1 health, though. Tempting. I'm pretty sure... Don't we have that really nasty combat coming up with these guys? Let's take that. And actually, I'm gonna take the knife throwing boon as well. I know it's 15 coins, probably not worth it. But if we have to do that stupid lycanthrope combat where we're fighting like 20 lycanthropes, I will take it. I wish we could make better informed decisions about our like, if it's 2 combats, that's not a choice. There's no choice there. Like, if I knew maybe a little bit going in, you get the sense that you are being observed. Something is lurking just out of sight. Yeah. This combat is beans. But I think I'll be fine. I do still wish I could see the enemy a bit better. This is like 100% not okay, in my opinion. I'm sorry. I just can't see what I'm doing at all. But that's fine. That guy can hit anyone, so I may as well move up. Yeah, I have 5 acolytes, so if I lose 1, it's not a big deal. I wish this guy did 2 damage. Might have to upgrade him. Honestly, that's fine. I think my best chance is to just rush this guy. I think I tried this before and it didn't work out for me. I would really like to see, like, I know I keep belaboring this, I understand that, and it's probably really annoying for people, but like, I really need to know, like, anything. Please give me information. I can't see that, straight up. Can't see that. I'm pretty sure that's the guy that resists damage, maybe? I can't remember, though. Okay, moving up. Moving on up. Do these guys aggro? Okay, they don't aggro at that range. I just need to take care of this guy. This guy here does 2 damage. I remember that much. So we can't... I don't want to aggro him if I can help it. Okay. Oh, there was one more guy hidden there, and I didn't see him. I might lose an acolyte here. It is what it is. I don't mind since I have 5 of them. I'm gonna try and rush the goal with the acolyte that has 3 health. I do think that's my best chance. At least I'll be able to kill this guy before I do. I'm a little bit worried that I'm gonna aggro them too quickly, and it's gonna take me 2 turns to get there. I straight up can't. I need a way to hide the foliage. Graphics. Performance. Realistic? I wonder if that'll help. Shadow quality. How about shadows off? Global illumination on. Light exposure. Crank it. Crank it. Crank everything. Other. Edge panning disabled. Move camera to attacking. Sure. Require extra bright tile highlights. Thank you. Colorblind tile yeah, just turn on every accessibility option. How is that? That actually does help a bit. I won't lie. That actually does help a bit. I really need a way to turn off the foliage. Does not add anything to me right now. And I can't rotate the camera fully around, so that makes it, you know, like I can't see my units. I can't see my units! This is not okay! Oh my god, that is extra bright. You know what? I'm cool with that. I meant to move up my acolyte, and I 100% couldn't see him. Okay, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna move him up, and I think I can kill this unit. Okay, extra bright units, or tiles, is fine, except I still can't tell who I can attack. That's fine. As long as this guy doesn't move up. Alright, we're good. We're golden. I don't think he can reach me, so I do win. The night stills. Silence. Time to move on. No acolyte. Night Slinger. 3 range, sure. I'll take a Night Slinger. I mean, he is just better than the cultist. I remembered. Okay. It's gonna get harder still. I love that I spent money to hurt the lycanthropes and I didn't end up doing that lycanthrope combat. If I could see what the combats were, or like what kind of units I'd be fighting when I do those combats, then I could make better informed decisions. I feel like I'm complaining a lot about this game, but it's really kind of rubbing me the wrong way for a lot of reasons. And I can't do much about that. Ahead of you are houses, rather nice houses I might add. Occultists and other such lunatics seem to live rather tastefully. I pity you must kill them. Okay. So this guy's ranged. Put him in the back. This guy is ranged. Having 2 ranged units on this is... I don't know. It might end up being good. Okay, well we can kill the knife thrower. This guy is not ranged. So we're gonna come up and kill the knife thrower. This is good. Weirdly enough, that extra bright tile is not helping me. Because it may be extra bright. Excuse me? Did I not apply it? Okay. Let's go back to performance. That's a bit better. I guess realistic lighting is what hurts me. Let's try these again now. I think that's, no, it's this is the worst I've seen for accessibility. I'm sorry. It's the worst. Like I'm just trying to be able to see which tiles I can attack from and which I can, like, it's no matter what I land on, it seems to not be good. So I'm gonna move him up and I can attack from there, and then I'm gonna move my occultist in. Wait, can he move in all the way? Yes, he can. All right, cool. Now we gotta be careful because this guy can do 2 damage. If I could have both my ranged units hit that unit, then that would be kind of good. But I'm gonna have to be kind of careful about it. Also, are these... Oh, I see, these tiles probably fall through if you let them. So I'm gonna have this guy move up, except these guys together are only gonna do 2 damage total. Right? So moving them both in is actually completely unhelpful. What I should do is move my acolyte in just to make sure he's in the right position. I have to be really careful. Is that enough? Sure. So I think I've blundered. I think I've blundered. I may as well just kill this guy because at this point I've moved in enough that I'm probably gonna aggro all of them and my acolyte's gonna die. He's gonna, oh my god, I didn't even see that there was another guy there. Well, I think I can kill 2 units here. But I feel like I should kill this guy if I possibly can. I guess I can kill him. Okay. Can I hit that unit? Nope. Can I hit him from here? Nope. Can I hit him from here? Nope. So I can't hit him. That's bad. Well, we'll just have to see what happens. So I need to kill this guy. Yep. My best chance is if I can rush the tile, I think, again. No, never mind. Okay, well, that's GG. I think I'm gonna call it early on this game. I am like super not enjoying this game. Super not enjoying this game. I don't know what it is. It's a combination of a lot of things. Trying my best. Look at that, everyone is dead besides you, of course. You're still here, ready to play again. No. No, I will not be trying again, actually. I'm good. I am very sure that there's something I am not understanding about this game, fundamentally. But, I just feel like I'm bashing my face against meta progression, if I'm being real. I could spend the last bit of upgrade my acolyte to full now. So now they're resistant to magic. I assume that's what that means. So now they won't take damage against magic users. I think next I would probably upgrade the knife thrower. If I was going to continue playing this game, which I'm not. And I don't think I'll be coming back to this game, if I'm being real. Let me think. I would like to leave this on a good note. I just don't think I am able to do that right now. Mostly because I've bashed this game enough that I just don't think there's much to redeem either myself or the amount of complaining I've done about the game. I think if I switched to a different game, that would actually be... It would be good for my sanity and mental health, but I don't think that that would be appreciated for the festival. I don't know. I don't know what happened here. I think if I keep trying, I'm just gonna continue like bumping into things that bother me. I'm sure, and you know, the thing that's really unfortunate is like I feel like what's gonna happen is like in a day or two, I'm gonna wake up to a comment telling me that I fundamentally missed like this one or two thing. And you know, I guess my feeling is always in those circumstances, if I missed something, then I don't know if the game communicated it very well. And even if it did communicate it and I just like was blind to that communication, the kind of accessibility problems are really mounting up so that I'm missing like very basic stuff. Like I can't see my units, I can't see their units. The game intentionally obscures their units, which they don't need to. The lighting is already making that difficult for me. I actually would really prefer some more accessibility for like outlining both mine and their units, making the movement and attacking tiles a little bit more dramatically diverse. And I just need to, like, I don't know what it is, but I'm not discovering or figuring out how I'm supposed to take these combats other than just like, okay, using health as a resource to lure them out one at a time so that I can take them out manageably. And I may be failing to do that optimally, but I don't really find that to be strategically very interesting. And I guess what, you know, the answer is if I upgraded my ranged units so that they could actually take out a unit without them being able to approach, that is obviously an option. But then I'm back to the I don't really enjoy meta progression in the first place, and the fact that I'm using it as a crutch to like solve some of these combats I find to be kind of, you know, just not interesting to me at all. That's how I personally feel. And you know, I'm gonna be honest about that, and I'm sure, like, you're welcome to at me in the comments about how I am just a silly guy and missed the strategy, and actually the game is amazing and I'm wrong. That is par for the course, but I think I'm gonna stop playing this now. So I am left with, I could open up another game. I did say I would stream other games for TurnBasedFest, so why don't I do that? Why don't I find another turn-based game that I know I enjoy? How about that? Hey, you know what I started playing last night and I actually quite enjoyed was a game called Songs of Silence. Now I'm taking a little bit of liberty with the term turn-based, because technically this is turn-based, but it is also a auto battler.
It formed our world.
It's also kind of a 4X game. And I was actually getting into it. I was enjoying this. First of all, stylistically, I really appreciate this game. Just to be clear, I am like criminally bad at 4X games. So there's going to be things I just fundamentally do wrong, but I still enjoyed this game despite the fact that I was not good at it. And I think that is an important distinction to be made here.
Struggling ever further eastwards, the young Queen Lorelei's hopes.
Let me know if I need to turn the game up or down.
Rest with Isla. The Silence, a blighted realm bereft of the hymn that brings life to all. Once, spires of bustling cities surged towards the celestial gods above. Now, only the embodied memories of the dead plague crumbling ruins.
Music volume was pretty high.
Barely a word passes between the
Oh,
errant
interesting, okay.
guardians as harrowing days
Thank you.
and nights crawl by. As their meager resources dwindle, so too Lorelei keeps looking to the skies, seeking guidance from the
I've turned it
celestial
down.
gods,
It's about at
her
30 now.
father, even old man Hauser. But all she can find to cling to is Isla's conviction.
Please, Isla. Show us the way. We need your guidance more than ever.
I have to say, I started playing last night Heart of the Machine, which is a Hooded Horse game, published by Hooded Horse, I should say. And they have an eye for really interesting, deep games. And I honestly like that game enough that I might do a series on it, and I haven't thought of doing a series for like anything in a very long time. Play on a friendly army to grant scout, or friendly location to grant lookout, to reveal hidden enemies, affected armies. So this game has got a lot of interesting things going on. It does borrow from a lot of very tried and true, and I will say trodden, genres, like deck building, like auto battler, and like 4X games. Those are all very trodden ground. I think it's fair to say that if you're like me in any way, you are probably burnt out on deck builders. Auto battlers are starting to get there. I think there's been a lot of auto battlers. But what this does is it mashes all of those things together. So you have like the kind of crazy depth and complexity of a 4X game. You have the kind of streamlined and fast-paced combat of an auto battler, and you have the very kind of limited but still compelling agency of a deck builder, where you're choosing sort of one of three things. And I think that that's one of the things that deck builders are good for, is limiting your agency to one of three interesting choices, rather than like feeling overwhelmed with like 20 or 30 different things that you have to do all the time. So what we've got right here, we've got our I think this is Lorelei. Can't remember her name. What's her name? We've got our hero, and much like a Heroes of Might and Magic type of game, you've got your heroes, and they're managing a set of troops, and we've got our troops here, and we can, before a combat begins, kind of arrange our troops in something like optimal. And I'm going to be very, very bad at that. Feel free to correct me either in the comments or elsewhere about how I'm supposed to arrange my troops. Your troops do have depth to them. They have perks like Slayer, Cavalry 3. So these guys are very good at fighting cavalry, for instance. And then we have Banding Guardian. Let's see what Banding Guardian does. Yeah, so this is grants +3 power when attacking cavalry. And where's Banding Guardian? This unit gains +1 power for every other friendly Guardian type unit in the own army, up to 3 max. I don't know. This is where I get a little bit hazy on the depth, but I'm not sure if that means if having other Hearthguard units, like for instance these guys, is going to improve on that Banding Guardian. Or if it means I have to have other unit types that have that perk. But we can see our honor guard. These are kind of our main go-to. They kind of do a charge, and they have a lot of damage to them. Annihilate successful hits, deal 2 damage instead of 1. Ignore up to 2 ranks of fear and dread. They're very much a charge ahead unit. But I'm not going to belabor you too much with a lot of the depth. We're just going to kind of get into it. So let's go ahead and play this on our current friendly location so that we get lookout. And we can have a look at what that means. We look at our camp. Temporary effects. No, that's silence. No. This is our army. Hold on a second. Where is the lookout? A lot of things to look at in this game. Build up, silence. I thought that was gonna mean we have a little bit more range of view, but I might have misread that. That's okay. I know what stronghold means. Grant lookout. To reveal hidden enemies, affected armies cannot be ambushed. Units in the army or location gain a power bonus of +1, lasts for 3 turns. Okay, so it is a temporary buff against attackers. I might not have wanted to waste that, but anyway, we're gonna move forward. Oh, look at that. Hidden ambushing armies. Let's go ahead and go and fight them. I guess I am very glad I played that on our friendly location, because now I can get the drop on these guys.
No doubt countless horrors lurk in this blighted land. We'd be wise to avoid combat wherever possible.
Oh yeah? Okay. So maybe we don't fight them? Interesting. Army discovered. There's a lot of armies and they are all asleep. So I'm curious about how we're going to progress here. So let's go ahead and see what happens. If they decide to attack us, we're in a lot of trouble. We lost the location. Okay.
How's morale, Squire?
Bleak, my liege. There's no other way to say it. Are you sure this is the path we should be taking?
No. So what's our goal right now? Follow Ayla. Where is Ayla? All the way over there. Lorelei must survive. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's follow Ayla. What does this mean? Maybe we want to do Ayla's guidance again. To grant scout or friendly location. Affected armies cannot be ambushed. Units in the army or location gain it. Okay, so let's play this again. So we get that's using a resource called the Divine Favor, which we are getting tons of. Well, we're not getting tons of it. We have a limited amount of it, but we have enough to keep playing it. It does say it lasts for 3 turns. I didn't see the icon, so I assumed we didn't have it. Hide. So we're just gonna move a little bit by bit. This guy looks raring to fight. I would prefer not to fight if I can avoid it. So let's continue to make our way over, and can't move any further. All right, they have 10 movement. And something I kind of appreciate about this game, I mean, it feels to me like more so than a 4X game in some ways. It almost feels like a TTRPG with like, you know, like kind of overview or like overground travel. Like, I like the way it kind of utilizes that movement. It's very easy to read. It's kind of easy to understand what your limitations are. And I like the choices it presents. So let's see what it's going to do for us here. Uh-oh. Screech. Uh-oh. That's not good. So one thing we can do, let's get out of that. We're gonna inspect these armies. So we've got here a ancient light eater aura. That looks like a really tough dude. They've got their own chargers, and then we got this Koloss, which has like all the things. Like, we can look at all of these. Attacks with Pierce ignore up to 3 ranks of enemy army. Yeah. Then, meanwhile, we can look at this. This is just one little guy. So I feel like if we're going to break through here, we want to attack the one little guy. Let's do that. And we still have the buff of Scout, so we're gonna take a chance here. Is it not letting us? It's not letting me attack that guy. Does it not want to let me? It'll let me attack the one with all the armies. I guess we have to go this way. Okay. We already lost one of our units. And so what we have here is, this is our combat. It's both kind of in real time and also turn-based in a way. We can spend cards to use special actions. This is a bull charge that our main hero will use, actually our friendly cavalry. So basically our hero and also any cavalry we might have. And then we have Divine Spark, which heals our units and also potentially resurrects some of our other units. There's a 10% chance, and we can also upgrade it later to have a 15% chance. Is it still loud? I'll turn it down a little bit more. Okay, so we have to make sure Lorelei survives, but she seems to be doing a good job. She's only taken a little bit of damage, but this guy is dead, and we can also heal our units. Good to use that whenever we can, especially if we're like about to win, because your unit's health stays the same over like each combat. So it's true to your kind of like Heroes of Might and Magic, or even like more recently, oh shoot, what is that game called? Planetfall. Was it what is it? What is that game called? I was playing it for a bit. Anyway, your standard kind of like strategy hero-based RPG 4X type game is you're gonna gain XP and money, resources to buy or recruit more troops, and also level up your hero.
How many more must perish before we turn back, my liege? I implore you to change course. Elbin is sure to...
Elbin betrayed us, Squire. Have you forgotten that so quickly? Have faith. This is the only way forward.
Okay. Can't move any further, right? Once you do a combat, you're done for movement. Oh, are they gonna attack us? Damn. I was really hoping I could get away without getting attacked again. Just saying hi. No timestamp on Scott's comment, so I can't tell how likely mine is to misread. Neat high population tactics encounters. No timestamp on Scott's comment. I am not sure what you mean by that, but how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so what I want to do is actually bull rush these guys, because the worst thing ever is letting ranged users get away with it. You do not want to let range troops get away with anything. You want them to be punished immediately, mostly because they're easy to kill, but they will continuously do damage like non-stop to you if you let them. All right, that wasn't as bad as I thought. To misread as being about sound levels. Oh, no worries. Did we level up?
Queen Lorelei, the old and the weak are ailing. The silence will soon claim them. We must turn.
Yo, I am about
Feel
done with your
everyone's
shit,
pain,
my dude.
Squire, but we must persevere.
If you talk back at me one more time, you're out. We're throwing you to the wastes. Did I seriously not level up? No, I did level up. Okay, so now we're gonna level up. And we get to either upgrade one of our current cards or choose a new card. So what's our upgrade? Stronghold. Stronghold is very good. I really like Stronghold. But it would be nice to have another combat card. Affected friendly units immediately initiate a charge attack, even if stuck in melee, and gain a +1 attack power bonus that lasts 6 seconds. That's actually really, really good. Unit, Honor Guard. New recruitment card. Play on a friendly Hearthguard unit to turn it into a powerful unit of Honor Guard. Ooh. I do like that, but I don't think I have enough Hearthguard units right now to make that valuable. I'm going to take this because I think it'll just be more useful more often. As Lorelai's strength grows, so does the trust of the people. True leadership can inspire a noble house for many generations. All right. So, whoops. Let's inspect our guys. Can we can't buy any units because we're not in a safe location right now. We do still have 2 Hearthguard units. We've got this little guy who is supposed to be able to buff our units, but I can't put them out on the rain. They just seem to only want to be in the reserves. Rented out by the playful kobold race, but I love that the kobolds are in this game. I actually love the vibe of this game in general. Like, just artistically, it's really nice. Flavor wise, I like the lore. It's actually pretty, it's a little bit lavish, I will say, but I don't think, you know, I say that as a compliment. What is going on here?
At the heart of the wasteland, the Eren Guardians cower before a purgatory, the writhing sphere of crackling, humming with pent-up power. The young squire tugs at Lorelai's sleeve, his face a white mask of terror.
All right. This obviously seems
This is
bad.
madness. We have to turn back.
Yo, shut up.
Returning to Elden means certain death.
Worse things than death. I'm sorry, but you leave us with no choice.
Oh, okay. You just, okay, cool, chill.
People of Erengard, please don't lose faith now. The celestial god's light still shines on us. Isla will lead us out of here, but we must stick together. It's our only hope.
Damn, that really sucks. Okay, so we lost some of our troops. We only have 26 movement left. We may as well use it. These guys are asleep, I think. Didn't mean to click on that. That's a lot of guys. Night Geiger, I guess. Void Mare. I love this artwork. This is just like some insane artwork. Geiger. So we have Geigers and we have Night Geigers. Wow, that's actually legit. I love that. Look at that. That's one of the most novel monster designs I've seen in a long time. Void Mare. Okay, well, we obviously don't want to fight these guys if we can help it. Let's see what happens. We're good. I'm gonna continue casting this so long as I have the resources to pay for it, because I do not want to be ambushed if I can help it. Looks like these guys are gonna be a problem, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take them on right now. Passive army, neutral.
What's this? Careful, everyone.
Play the Isla's guidance card to scout for hidden enemies. I already have been doing that. Gotta go start the meatloaf, so I'll be listening in the kitchen. All right, take it easy. Let's use the, oh, this is their charge. So let's charge the back rows if we can. And that is 100% done what we wanted it to do. Unfortunately, they are 100% demolishing our guys as well. This is not great. Oof, oof. Divine Spark, hopefully we can recover our units over there. I may have misplayed this. I feel like these guys are dead. There's not much I can do about that. Wah. Wah. Yeah, that's my unit completely dead over there. Oh, hello, wah. So let's use this to recover our units. It's better to use this card as a recovery card rather than a resurrection card, because the resurrection is very low chance. This is going to be very bad very, very soon. So let's maybe get out of there. I don't know. Using that mostly for the buff that it gives us. I think we're about to die. Yeah, we died. Damn, that was a really miserable combat. So that is defeat, but that's okay. The game is pretty forgiving with autosave, so we can either try the combat again or try to avoid it.
And her followers. What happened to the...
No, we're not going to entertain the bad end. This is Purgatory. I don't want to take on Purgatory. So how about we try and avoid that combat? Army discovered. They are unfortunately, they say they're a passive army. They're slow. Movement stationary. Let's have a look at that stationary. Moves slow in battle and on the map, 8 movement points. Armies move at the speed of their slowest unit. 8 is still a lot, so even if I like kind of snuck past them, like right now I only have 7. So I don't know. I feel like ending our turn would be a not terrible move. Because then we would have all 10 of our movement and maybe we can sneak past them. Like if we can get to this place here.
Everyone.
We already have the effect. We don't need it. I think I should be able to make it. Oh, except it's already destroyed fortress, so we have to siege it.
Our homeland would have looked like this after the Purgatory. Such desolation. There must be a way out of this nightmare.
Okay, this is much more manageable. Nice. Excellent. This is much more manageable. Basically, just play your cards. Like, there's not a lot you need to worry about in these combats. I haven't gotten like interesting cards yet for like holding out. Got a very tiny amount of XP, but we got our town and we avoided that death combat. I feel like this person is
In the dead of night,
hmm.
Isla spies a single figure approaching the fortress. The bird shrieks in horror. Lorelei's blood runs cold. Moments later, a loud knocking echoes from the gates. With trepidation, Lorelei climbs the battlements to take a closer look at the tall, haggard man standing outside.
Queen Lorelei of Erengard.
You're a light eater. Guiding star, protect us.
Your gods abandoned this world long ago. I am the only one who can help you now. I can guide you out of the silence and end your suffering.
Only a fool would trust a light eater. You would devour my hymn.
Such hubris. Our enemy is the same, Queen Lorelei. Do you not wish to protect your people?
I will protect them myself.
Wait.
I'll never surrender to you.
I can see the shape of things to come. You will join me soon enough. But until then, I bid you farewell.
Okay. Keep following Ayla to find a way out of the silence. Ayla is now all the way over there. Not exactly sure what the point of taking this place was. Destroyed fortress. And we can't even like upgrade it because we don't have any resources. So we're gonna end our turn. Rebuilding ruins. You've encountered a ruin. Ruins cannot be owned, do not generate resources, and do not grant recruitment cards. You can use resources to rebuild ruins and restore them to their former glory. Yeah, but like there's like super no point in doing that right now. So we're just using this as a spot to. Does it grant us any resupply? Let me check on that one. Temporary effects destroyed. I don't think it does. So generally speaking, safe havens will provide resupplies so that your units actually recover health, but that's not actually happening here. So we're just gonna move on. Yeah, this all looks pretty scary. Ooh. So Ayla wants us to take on that unit there. I wonder if we're supposed to be fighting some of these units to level up.
Move cautiously and keep to the forests.
Yeah, I guess not. Hiding from enemies. This would have been useful earlier. Strong Gestalt enemies. Our armies roam in the area. If they attack you, you will be destroyed. End your move inside a forest to hide. But you have to move slow. If an enemy uses up more than 50% of its movement points, it goes into a marching formation. Marching enemies can't hide. Now, using only 5 movement points, sneak through the forest to the west and make sure that your army stays hidden. Interesting. Okay. And see, that's what I like to see right there. Very clear indication of when my army enters marching formation. I'm not asking a lot, you know. I really appreciate that. I can make informed decisions, you know. So we're gonna move a little bit forward. We're gonna end our turn. We're gonna continue hiding. I wish they had maybe told me that a little bit earlier, but that's okay. I now understand that. You know what? Let's make sure that we also have our scouting bonus so that we can't get blindsided by hiding armies. Make sure we end our turn.
Oh, Father. I wish you were here. Was I selfish to deny the Light Eater? If it gave our people a chance for survival?
Yeah, no. I think that's probably the right choice. Oh, look.
Finally. I'm so glad I found you alive.
Hauser?
How are you seeing me and you're like twice as far away, my dude?
Atonement, milady. To start making amends for my sins. I denounced King Atron shortly after you left. I was lost in the silence. My faith sorely tested until Isla appeared. There is no doubt in my mind. The Celestial's hand is guiding us.
I'm relieved to see you, old man. But please, don't disappoint me again. We should stay hidden until Hauser crosses the river.
What does that mean? They want me to take on that combat. I'm just wondering, should I like take it on and fight it a little bit? What we got here? This is Hauser. Oh, not Hauser. This is, yeah, no, it is Hauser. I had this guy in the first chapter, and he's actually awesome. Very, very difficult to kill. Like, he just seems to fight forever. And does a lot of healing to his units, and also summons more units. And one thing that he does that I really like is I can buff my units so that if they die, they explode and deal a bunch of damage. And I really like that as a strategy because it just like you're kind of sacrificing some units and doing a bunch of damage, but it's like those units are not dying in vain. And also remember what I said about ranged units and not letting them have their way. I can summon my guys like anywhere I want and really disrupts the flow of combat for the enemy by ensuring that they just don't get to dictate things. Like they're fighting some very freebie summons in the back row. It's a good time. This unit is actually I find them easier to win combats with than Lorelei. And I also gave him a trebuchet, so that was pretty good. Trebuchet is coming in big handy right now. I mean, as if a trebuchet would never come in handy, or would ever not come in handy, I should say. We took some damage here, but I mean, like, we took on this combat very handily. And yeah, I would have ended the stream at 3 p.m., but having like ended my time with Inkshade in a sour mood, I'm glad I switched games a bit, and I would rather stream a little bit longer and maybe even like finish a chapter of this, just so I don't end on a really sour note.
Isla has brought you something, milady.
She's carrying a Holden tree branch. And look, it's sprouting leaves. Our way out must be close by.
Indeed, milady. The gods have chosen you.
You lead the way, Isla. I didn't think I'd ever see you again, old man. Perhaps the stars have truly given us another chance.
Indeed, milady. I'd like to believe so myself.
Convenient stance to take after having like 100% just left us for dead. Can't move any further. Okay. Let's move over. No, let's stay where we are. I'm a little bit worried. These guys are not hidden at all. What I'd like to do is move over here without losing our marching or our hidden status. I don't think that there's any way to do that. We might have to fight these guys, who are pretty well armed. So what I'm gonna do is actually move over here and hide, and then I should be able to cross this gap. And I'm gonna also hide this unit as well and try and accomplish much the same thing. There isn't really much time limit, unless there is, of course. So we're just gonna move as close to this as possible and then try and cross this gap without losing our hidden status. Okay. How bad are these guys? Oh, they've got loot wagons. Let's fight them. I want to take their loot wagons. I wonder if we can fight a unit and still stay hidden. Wait, what was that I did? Did I do something stupid? I thought I was charging. Oh, I am charging. didn't really go the way I expected it to. Oh, those guys can just fly on over, huh? Oh, they just like 100% destroyed my units. We might be fleeing this combat. As long as they don't fly over and kill my other ranged units, we might get through this. But this is pretty brutal. Okay. This is where I need to like maybe keep some cards in reserve to make sure they can't just get away with that. Because they just destroyed those units. That sucks a lot. Ugh. They have like weird stretchy necks. That is very odd. One thing is while recovering these units, I might actually resurrect some of my old units. Nope. Like I say, it's a very low chance of actually happening. Okay, well, I mean, we're gonna win, but with many casualties. maybe not the best situation to put myself in.
There's something I need to tell you, old man. When we were lost in the silence, I met a light eater, a man called Murnau.
I have heard his name before. He is mentioned in scriptures dating back to the War of Origin. If this is indeed the same being, it could be a genuine cause for concern.
Getting over there is going to be tricky. But I did get those loot wagons, right? Yeah, look at all those loot wagons I got. Ooh, boy. Not sure what they do for me, to be honest. Every combatant in this unit has a power of 3. All attacks have a hit chance. Like, I would like to... Can I throw them on the board? No, I really can't. Curious as to what this is. What is that? Group of sinister-looking knights approach. All hail, wanderer. They greet you. If you seek protection from the silence, we can help you. More of our brethren can be found in a fortress towards the south, if you can pay for their services. Nice. Did I actually get some troops? Doesn't look like it. Oh, maybe? Oh, yeah, I did. Nice. So let's look at this. Doesn't look too bad, but I'd rather take it on with, was it Harkin? Hauser. Are we hidden? We are now. Okay, let's make our way over here. They did say that we would find some more units to the south. Maybe we ought to make our way south. So what I'll do is I'll move Lorelei over. These guys are hidden. How come they're marching with less than half their movement? Oh, I see. Their movement is 4, so therefore they can't make it this far without marching. So what we'll do is we'll move them that far and we'll see what happens. Seems we got away with it. I'm gonna move Lorelei towards the south and see if I can't find those units that the guy was talking about.
My eyes deceive me? Is that city really untouched by the silence?
I wouldn't trust that one, but you know. Wow, we have 15 movement now? When did that happen?
Is anyone there?
You should not traverse these lands. Chimeras must walk the light.
Fate brought us here. We did not come by choice.
Then, if it's a way out you seek, let me offer my help. For the silence is our domain, win or alive.
Wait. How did you know my...
We can trade in our loot here. Let's hire some reinforcements. Yes, do let's. Purchase 35 divine favor. I don't think I want to do that. Instead, I would rather like to, yeah, buy some silent knights. That would be fantastic. I would love to do that again, but I don't have enough money. I'm not gonna buy divine light because I have enough left over probably to make it through here. But we will stay here for a night because I do believe this place does have resupply. Storage. Yeah, supply too. So we'll actually recover like a lot of our health. Meanwhile, let's have Hauser go on and take on these guys. Our units are affected by fear, unfortunately, but that's okay. I think we'll take this on pretty handily. There is this guy to contend with. I don't like him. Have him get... Oh, see, I don't like that. He's taking a lot of damage, though, so there is that. Honestly, though, it's still going pretty well. We do always have the option of fleeing, and in fact, fleeing can be very good. But still, Hauser just like survives
Milady,
somehow.
I have been thinking about Murnau. I must urge you to be on your guard. Light Eaters corrupt even the most steadfast. Just think of the fallen Saint Beniel.
So we could maybe rebuild this place if we had the means, but we do not have the means. Hauser does have a lot of loot, which is a little bit concerning, but it should be fine. We should be fine. Okay, so I'm gonna try and make my way back over there. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be very well hidden here. Like in my turn, oh no. Yeah, I was a little that was unfortunate. That was a really bad choice on my end. We do have a lot of cavalry units, so our charge is going to like really do some nice damage, but this could go really badly. Having a lot of cavalry units for Lorelei is like really nice because it means we can like basically charge like back and forth. What? Yeah, I thought it was charging. They're not charging. I thought that would make them charge regardless of what they're doing. You know what? Can we let's leave. I don't care. Defeat is fine. Let's just not lose our troops. We still gain some XP for that, by the way.
Many have died since our last encounter.
Don't blame yourself, milady. Even more would have perished if you had dared to defy Atron.
So, I don't think I can make it to those units in time. Which is a big wah. What I can do is try and take on the goal with Hauser, though. Terrifying growl.
Did you hear that, old man?
I'm afraid I did. This fortress must be crawling with gestalts.
And by the sound of it, they are unlike anything we have encountered before.
Indeed, my lady. Their hymn is long gone. These are different. Ancient. Devoid of humanity.
Then let's end their suffering.
Yeah, this might not be great. Damn it. Well, this might be okay. At least we get our charge card back. And that means we get to, again, do a ton of damage to them right away. Oh, God. This is... Oh, okay, okay, that was something. This was a pretty brutal combat, but I think we're gonna make it through. Oh, and I can't ambush, or I can't retreat again. Worth knowing that. I wonder if we get more XP for winning. We do. 450 is no joke, actually. That's almost enough to level us. But that we have suffered pretty badly. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that, actually. That could be very bad. I meant to continue hiding. What is this? Rebuild. Can't rebuild this location while its location is in silence. Yeah, that makes sense. So let's just, like, try to make it over here. Why isn't it letting me move? Okay, there was an obstacle in my way. I feel like what I'd like to do is, let's see, let's have a look at some of these armies. Yeah, it's not great. 4 units and like Lorelei herself. No, that's Lorelei. This guy is very damaged. I think I want to actually take on this with Lorelei. No, that would be certain death, I think. I want to weaken this and then finish it off with one of my units. So I guess I'll have Hauser take it on. That might be a very bad use of that summon card because it's not actually going to do anything. Now the idea here is to do a whack of damage and then maybe, hopefully I can finish them off with Lorelei. And I'm gonna retreat as soon as it feels like the right time to do so. Oh, I'm actually doing... Hauser just refuses to die. It's really nice. He's gonna win this. Yeah, I have no business winning this combat. Wow. $700, not quite enough to level up, unfortunately.
Hauser, is that?
It is, my lady. Daylight. We're finally through the silence.
If only more of our people had survived to see the guiding star's light again.
I share your sorrow, my lady. We have lost so much. But we can rebuild House Erengard if you'll allow me to help.
You're not getting off that lightly, old man. We have work to do.
Wow. Okay. Not too difficult.
Lighter than they've been
Interesting
for
kind
a
of like
long
stealth
while.
mission.
Lorelei and Hauser lead their followers through the murky haze that heralds the Silence's boundary. But as the young queen turns to reassure her people, her gaze rises to the Light Eater Murnau, observing them from a mountain ridge. Feigning disinterest, Lorelei looks away, but she can't help but shudder as the monster's dire prophecy echoes in her head.
All right. So I am gonna leave. I'm gonna finish stream on that note. Nice to actually, you know, finish something and feel pretty good about it. I like Songs of Silence. I think it's a very good game, and it's got some DLC, and it looks like you can even there's a Light Eaters campaign, which is interesting to me. So you know, I appreciate that, and I enjoy the. Honestly, I find it very easy to kind of read what is going on in that game. And like there is a lot of heavy strategy, but you don't necessarily have to look at all of it. You probably should in the long run, but either way, thanks very much for hanging out in chat. Sorry I was so down on Inkshade. That's just how it is sometimes, you know. Sometimes you do not jive with a game, and I try not to take it too badly on the game itself. Usually it's just a personal thing, but I don't know. I do have like personal gripes with that game, mostly just being able to read it. Either way, hope you enjoyed stream. I hope you enjoyed my take on things, and I'll see you tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to be streaming Vitirum tomorrow, which is similar in some ways to Songs of Silence, although it's a bit closer to something like a Battle Brothers. It is a tactics RPG where you manage a squad of warriors and level up and stuff, and then go and fight some spiders and stuff and level up, and it's all very RPG, less 4X I think, and more kind of like sandbox tactics game. So it should be fun. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Have a good day.